Buying a car is one of the biggest purchases most of us will make, right? Buy a home. After that, what is it? There's the car, right? Huge purchases. And maybe you've seen the dollar signs on new cars in Canada right now. Those are going up. And when you're buying that car, being upsold on all kinds of add ons is part of the game. Now, which ones are worth it? And which ones are a complete waste of money? Here to demystify and give us those answers is Lorraine Sommerfeld, journalist for Driving.ca. Lorraine, welcome back.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good.
So, Lorraine, first things first, before we get into all the add-ons, right? I'm correct here in saying that right now the price of new cars in this country is going up in a big way.
Oh, it's rapidly becoming like buying a house, especially
Wow.
in the States, and it's moving here. Yeah, you're not going to get any kind of deals.
Yeah, so no deals, and I guess this makes this topic so important, right? Because if the MSRP, if the price of the car is going up, if there's a way to save, it's on the extraneous. So let's get down to it. You as a car buyer, car shopper, what are you advising people?
Buying a car is a very emotional purchase, even when you think it's not going to be. So what I ask people to do is do your research before you go in there. The internet is a wonderful thing. It doesn't care how old you are. It doesn't care if you're male, female, anything else. It doesn't care. So you can ask anything. But make up your mind about all this stuff. If you go buy a couch, they don't try and sell you 14 other things with that couch. So go in with the same kind of mindset. You know what you want to buy. Do your research ahead of time, because they are going to hit you with all this stuff because they make a fortune on it. That's where dealers make all their money, and they're going to come at you. And some of the stuff, the worst thing in the world, those stupid electronic rust-proofing boxes, they should not be legal. They don't work. I've seen prices from $500 to $2,500 that they've sold those for. So don't fall for that one. That's the biggest one right out of the gate. Bar none.
And Lorraine, what's interesting is that they will always have a great explanation as to why this is so important, why there's so much value here, right? So, I guess, I don't know, we can go down the list here. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things like roof racks and this kind of stuff. What about stuff like that?
Well, roof racks, usually with a vehicle, it already has roof racks on it, especially the kind of vehicle it is. So that's not one where they're trying to, I don't see a lot of that forcing you into it. You look at the vehicle, I like it, it's got roof racks, that's all fine. It's other things. It's extended warranties, it's tire protection, paint protection, upholstery protection. The list is endless. And some of those lists are changing. Like 10 years ago, I would have said stay away from the extended warranties. Now we're considering them a lot more closely because of all the electronics on board. It's like a computer. But with warranties, understand that you already get a warranty from that manufacturer. So if you buy a 5-year warranty and it comes with a 3-year, you're only adding 2 years of warranty. It's not putting 5 at the end of that initial 3. So also ask them what's not covered. That's the best way to find out what a warranty will do. Ask them what it doesn't cover. And usually they go, I have to go ask somebody, because they don't know. They just have to sell it. The other thing happening right now, interest rates are going up. Be very careful. And dealerships get a kickback when they sign you up for their financing. Whichever bank they use, whichever institution, they get money from that. They push hard for that. We're also having reports now, and I'm talking to the APA and OMVIC, dealerships are insisting people take financing. And you're going, well, I have a check, I want to pay for the car. No, they're insisting people take financing. It's illegal, it's immoral, it's unethical, and no one's doing anything about it.
Oh, wow. And this is because of that kickback?
Well, fee. They get a fee. You and I would say the word kickback. It's like if I sign you up for this, I get a piece of the action. Warranties are warranties because they make money on them. They're hoping that stuff won't go wrong because they don't want to pay out on it. Never take a third-party warranty. Make sure it's the manufacturer you're dealing with. But again, find out what's covered or what's not covered. A lot of stuff, tire protection. People don't realize if you nick a curb or wreck your wheel cover, none of that's covered by it. It has to be straight on in the tread and flat for them to consider that. So there's very few things that will protect you from driving like an idiot, for lack of a better term. There's not a get-out-of-jail-free card on most of this stuff. What it's covering is manufacturer fault. So it's not your kid takes a baseball bat to the side of it, things like that. But if you, sorry.
No, just and I imagine they have. You're driving the car. There's so many ways they can say, well, you drove it improperly. You went over
Yeah.
something you shouldn't have gone over.
Oh, yeah, they scare you. They
Yeah.
they very much scare you, and stuff like you have to go to the dealer for all your oil changes and things like that. As long as it's done by a verified place and all the paperwork's in order, you don't have to do that. It's good to have a relationship with the dealer, but read your owner's manual. That tells you the schedule you have to follow for maintenance to keep your warranty intact. Not that big written thing over the back counter where they make up their own little, things that you're supposed to check at intervals. That's the dealership deciding that. Read your manual. Your warranty is with the manufacturer, not the dealer. Having said that, it's good to have a relationship with the dealer to go to bat with you for things, so don't be an idiot and rude. But do your research. Find out what rust proofing and rust protection really are. Find out what you already have. Why pay them for them to send it off-site to a Crown when you can do that yourself?
Yeah,
Why
and,
pay
and cut out the
$500?
middleman.
Yeah, and just be knowledgeable. And as soon as they know you know what you're talking about, fine. The other thing is ask lots of questions, take all the literature, say, fine, I'm going to go home and think about it. Walk away. If you're not sure, walk away. If you feel bullied, walk away. You can also ask for another sales rep. If you're not comfortable, you can say, I want to do business with this dealership, but I don't want to do business with this person because I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah,
That's
and
your
it's just
prerogative.
it's so interesting how it comes down to all of those dynamics. We're with Lorraine Sommerfeld, journalist for Driving.ca. Lorraine, just to get back, because we were talking about the extended warranty there, and you'd mentioned cars have all these extra electronics now, and sometimes you look at that. So, in your opinion here, on the extended warranty, is it becoming now more and more like a thing, okay, I would get that for you yourself, and B, is there negotiation possible on the price of an extended warranty?
Everything's negotiable. Okay. Everything is negotiable. They have their numbers in front of them. Also, be very wary of just random fees and things like that. In Ontario, an advertised price has to have everything included except tax and license. If you sit down and see doc fee and admin fee and all this stuff, no, they can't do that. That's crazy. And it can be $500. You're going, what's that for? Oh, that's just standard. We do that for everything. No, that's not a very good answer. Lots of people will sell you a car. Usually stock is low. Again, seller's market right now, so you have to be twice as smart. Be really cautious and just, again, because of all the electronics, I do recommend extended warranties depending on how you drive and the vehicle. Because if you have something blue screen on you, it can be $10,000 for that module. It's
my goodness.
It's scary. Yeah.
Lorraine, listen, fun talking to you. Thank you so much for coming on the program and, going over what I think a lot of Canadians are going through right now when they head over to the dealership and try and get the car that they want and have to face all types of issues like delays and et cetera.
Yeah.
Take care.
Be cautious. Okay, thanks a lot.